Someone who we all respect, Marjorie Taylor Greene, says Kevin McCarthy is going to be a great speaker.
I guess you'll have to ask Marjorie about that. I'm a fan of hers. I'm an admirer, but it's not something we see the same way.
Lauren?
Well, you know, I've been aligned with Marjorie and accused of believing a lot of the things that she believes in. I don't believe in this, just like I don't believe in Russian space lasers.
Are you a hard no?
Space lasers and all of this. No, I'm just saying we need to actually have an inside conversation and make sure that these promises are there.
An inside conversation to make sure those promises are there. Lauren Boebert and Matt Gaetz there still pushing back on the possibility of Kevin McCarthy becoming speaker at the beginning of January when everyone's back from vacation. And Marjorie Taylor Greene found herself squarely under the bus with space lasers. I thought libs talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene and her space lasers. Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene's responding because she can't help herself, even to Lauren Boebert, or I guess former friend. This is what she tweeted in response. Here comes the fight. I've supported and donated to Lauren Boebert. It always starts with money, doesn't it? And donated to Lauren Boebert. President Trump has supported and donated to Lauren Boebert. Kevin McCarthy has supported and donated to Lauren Boebert. She just barely came through by 500 votes. Well, maybe, Marge, you shouldn't have donated and supported Boebert. More though, she continued on. She gladly takes our money, but when she's been asked, Lauren refuses to endorse President Trump. She refuses to support Kevin McCarthy. And she childishly threw me under the bus for a cheap soundbite. It's like those libs, right? The country is facing extremely difficult times. Americans expect conservative fighters like us to work together to save America. And that is the only mission I'm 100% devoted to. Not high school drama and media soundbites. Pause. This is Marjorie Taylor Greene telling you guys she's not gonna be dealing with the high school drama and the media soundbites. The same woman who chased a victim of a school shooting down the street and was asking him why he's not in favor of it. What's the matter with you then? Like harassing folks based off of this, going around and harassing her fellow Congress people within the halls of Congress. She doesn't deal in high school drama and media sound bites though. The one who went to Nick Fuentes' rally and talked about how great white supremacy is, all of that stuff. She doesn't deal in media sound bites, none of that stuff, until someone finally comes for her, because they were buddies before. These are the two that stood up and interrupted Biden when he was giving the State of the Union, I believe, and he brought up deceased family members. And they decided to go and attack him then because they weren't really listening in the first place. Let's go back to this fight though. Because I said they were good friends though. Let's go to what the Daily Beast was talking about there. For a pair of bosom buddies that once enjoyed such wholesome activities, like as I mentioned, heckling Joe Biden together for his first State of the Union address, Greene and Boebert have taken pains to publicly emphasize the fissure in their relationship in recent months. I didn't know that they'd been openly talking about this. One particular thing being that Nick Fuentes association, because Lauren Boebert apparently thinks Marge is too crazy for me. What you guys think about that? Lauren Boebert thinks Marjorie Taylor Greene is too crazy for her. She doesn't want to associate herself with her anymore, or doesn't want people associating her with Marge. Here's what she said. In April, Politico reported that the duo had locked horns over a February appearance by Greene at that conference organized by white nationalist Nick Fuentes. The conversation became so heated that another lawmaker had to step in, seemingly before blows could be exchanged. Republican lawmakers told the outlet that privately Boebert detests being associated with Marge, seen in Capitol circles as more of a maverick. First of all, who would have won that fight? If they would have come to blows. We do know that Marge does some CrossFit.
Just kidding. That's wrong. That's sexist. That's misogynist. I shouldn't do that. But I do. This does. I'm not gonna lie. It does remind me of a little high school fight where the mean girls, one mean girl joins a different mean girl clique, and now they got to pretend to hate each other for absolutely no reason. These folks believe in the same thing. They're absolutely aligned on basically 98% of the issues. It's just about, Kevin McCarthy. People are trying to wrestle power and control away from him, and they're supporting different factions. That's all this is. It's just a power struggle, a civil war, if you will, within the party, which folks like me and you are gonna love, JR, because it's gonna weaken their strength. Kevin McCarthy trying to whip up votes and whip up support for whatever agenda, in so much as they even have one, JR, is gonna be an extremely difficult task because the House Republicans are divided. It's clear, it's obvious. When these two kooks can't even agree that like, all right, let's just let bygones be bygones and let the status quo do what it does. You know that these guys, it's pretty much in disarray.
Well, there's the thing, it's about power. It's the power struggle. They're trying to figure this is our one way in. The red wave didn't happen. We do have control over Congress, though. How do we wield this power to the largest degree possible? Marjorie Taylor Greene said she was a little bit, not worried, but she was cautiously going into support of Kevin McCarthy because he's been dancing everywhere he can to get enough support to become speaker. Because again, it's about his power. Marge wants some level of power. He says he's gonna promise her and Gosar and all these crazy folks positions back on committees because he's trying to get their vote. Apparently it worked for Marge, but it's not working for Gates because he also said other things too throughout that whole interview about Jim Jordan should be the Speaker of the House. Again, that's in connection to the Donald Trump faction of the party. And obviously Marjorie Taylor Greene's a part of that faction too. She just thinks there's a different means of wielding that power towards former President Trump, though. That's just the way these things work. I almost can't wait. I think it's January 3rd. I almost can't wait to see where those fireworks come, or maybe there won't be any, and they're all gonna fall into place. In fact, I think Democratic Congressman Swalwell, he said they're gonna fall into place. They're gonna vote for McCarthy. This is all just an attempt maybe to scare him or whip up some other kind of support, because Jim Jordan I don't think is gonna get it.